Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gaming with me, Tony Mo, and welcome back to DayZ, Day 2 inside of our adventures here in Chernarus. As you guys know, we are actually making our way down to the coast so we can essentially commit gear suicide, loot suicide, which means we're going to give away all of our gear to some new spawn on the coast, and then we're going to hop it over to a hardcore server. So if you guys are just joining me, that's a little bit of an idea of what's going on. We are in fact playing at night. Why? Because I haven't played DayZ in night in quite some time, and I think there's actually a lot of fun to be had here. And I messed with some of my DayZ configuration file settings a little bit more than I usually do and got an insane FPS boost. So you guys are definitely going to notice that here in the video. But while we're at it, let's go ahead and sit down because, you know, if you guys have seen the first episode, then you know where we are. We're still right at this little radio tower, and we're going to head out from here in the dark, not really knowing where the hell we are. And man, is it dark, because that sky is damn bright and everything on the ground is really freaking dark. But that's okay, because we have a pristine head torch. So, we're going to make proper use of this. It's also basically just going to make everything super terrifying. Because that's what head torches do in DayZ at night, in my opinion. To make everything really terrifying, especially when they point at the ground, which is... It's nice, so you can see where you're walking, but at the same time, you can't see really any more than that. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to keep our axe equipped because it's nighttime, and I think having an axe at the ready will be a very good idea. And we're going to actually stop, and we're going to turn off our torch here for a second. So there's no way to hotkey that, so we'll go in here and take a look at our inventory really quickly, because that's basically what we did at the end, and I want to just double check. We actually need to eat some food, and we could use some drink as well. So let's go ahead and eat this. I'm super tempted, actually, to head back into that military base, into the airfield, and see what we can find there before we leave. But I think we're just going to go ahead and move forward. We got a vest out of there and some supplies. I think that's more than enough to hold us over. The real issue is the fact that we have absolutely no water, which makes me want to push back into the town that we saw there. So I think we may do that if we can get our bearings, because to be honest, it's really dark. It is genuinely really dark. These cans are just completely destroyed. We can't even use these anymore. That should be alright. Badly damaged. How's this one badly damaged? So, some of our gear, I haven't actually had a chance to take a look at my gear in quite some time. But when I did get attacked by that zombie, actually right before I started recording the first episode, we definitely took some damage, to say the least. So, I'm a bit concerned about that, if I'm honest. But let's go ahead and turn the torch back on so we can see what we're doing. And so you guys don't have to watch in complete darkness. And, you know, we'll actually put the axe away because it's not really needed at this point in time. And let's go ahead and, I believe we're going to head roughly this direction. We'll probably see the airfield off to our right. And then from there, we'll attempt to find that village. And I know it's going to be full of Zeds, but we're going to go back into it. And we're going to see if we can't find for more food. And I know there's a well there. Actually, what was that? You guys see that? Hold on a sec. I think I saw a torch in the distance. It was either a torch or a star. I'm going to go with the star because I really don't think anyone's out here this far right now. So, here's a road. I think... Are those just no, that's just a telephone pole. Okay, so let's just keep pushing this way. Let's just keep pushing this way. We'll be alright. So, one of the things that I was actually thinking about right before I started recording this was because I was trying to get back on the same server, and sometimes you can, you know, sometimes if you stay on a server and you log out, you can just hit play when you go back into DayZ, and it'll immediately put you right back on that server. Other times, though, there will be some pretty big issues where it'll actually say, you know, whatever, you can't connect to that server, it won't remember the server, and you'll have to find a new one, which kind of sucks. That's something that I hope they kind of add on a little bit sooner, especially, you know, if they're going to be adding in the next experimental patch. It's going to be completely testing, you know, even when they put it into the alpha build that we're all playing, it's not going to be 100% for sure, but they are going to add a 30-second logout timer to prevent combat logging as well as server hopping. Now, I agree completely. I hate both of those things, but at the same time, they need to make it easy for us to get back into the same servers. You know, God forbid you log out for 10 seconds because you have to, whatever, you have to take care of your child, you have to go to the bathroom, you have to take an important phone call, and you really don't want to just leave your character sitting there, and then you can't get back into the same room because it loses it. You know, it doesn't save it as a favorite or in your history. So hopefully that's something they tweak as well very, very soon. I understand it's probably not a priority, but it would be a nice thing to have, you know, in terms of just making testing things and staying on the same server a little bit easier. because there's also plenty of talk about in the future. You know, I'm actually really lost. I'm really, really lost. It's really dark. Alright, let's keep going this way. I think we're gonna be okay. I'm trying to get an idea as to where I am, but I don't see any, like, buildings. I mean, we probably just need to head this way a little bit more. But, you know, they are planning to have characters for each individual server that you join. So one character per server to really prevent, you know, there being any point to server hopping. So I think, you know, it's all going to come together. We can't really complain. I'm pretty interested to see the new update. You know, we're going to have machetes, and there's quite a bit of stuff actually going into that update. And, you know, the more Dean keeps talking about... We really need to get some water and food. The more Dean keeps talking about these survival elements like bow hunting and just hunting in general, but crafting bows, it has me really excited for the future of DayZ. You know, that's the stuff that I've been talking about. That's the stuff that I really genuinely want to see, and I know a lot of people think the same way. But let's go ahead and I'm going to shush for a second here because we're going to try and get our bearings and push across this huge open field because I don't actually know where this is. Okay, so this crick actually is a good giveaway for me. I know where we are now. We're actually quite a bit farther than I originally thought we were, to be honest. We've went a pretty good distance down from the airfield, so... Super on edge, though, I have to be honest. This game really creeps me out. Even when you're talking to an audience that doesn't quite exist currently, you know, as I'm recording it, that usually helps alleviate some fears from playing games for me. But not DayZ. It's just this idea of being alone, like, in the woods, you know. It doesn't matter how much gear you have or how awesome you think you are. It's actually a really terrifying prospect, being in the woods at night. It truly is. Especially if you have a very, very rampant imagination like myself. Okay, so we have a shed here. That helps us realize that we are probably somewhere near that small town. Let's walk up here. Doubt there's anything inside. Not a thing. Okay, we got some logs. We have the road. We're gonna stick a little bit tighter to the road this time and continue to push forward. I actually think I'm really lost, to be honest, guys. I don't think we're going to find our way back to that town. I think we're pushing farther away from the coast. And I imagine there might be some of you who know exactly where I am screaming at the screen right now. And I'm sorry. I wish I could hear you, but I just can't. I just can't. So we'll just keep pushing this way. Man, being in the dark is just like... What I should have done was followed that small road down from the... Oh, wait, what's over here? Yeah, I should have followed that small road down from the radio tower that I was at, and that probably would have given me a much better idea of where the hell I was supposed to go. So let's actually... Is this the hill? I'm so confused. Where is this? Where is this? Where is it? We'll impersonate Batman to ourselves while we run along in the dark. It's always a good way to keep the sanity going. Okay, at this point... Yeah, it's going great, guys. It's going real well. We're not lost at all. I promise you that. We are not lost in the woods, in the dark, starving and dying of thirst. You know how sad it would be if I didn't get to give away some of this gear? I mean, I don't even have that much cool stuff anymore, but I do have a Mosin. It has a bipod and a broken PU scope. It is quite literally a poo scope now. I wonder how long before the batteries on my head torch fail. I have a couple head torches. Mine doesn't run on 9-volt batteries, but it does last pretty long, so... Then again, you have to scale things in a video game sometime to make them actually difficult, so... You guys see that in the distance? I'm not quite sure what it is, but we're gonna go there. How's that sound? I see it. It's in the distance. It looks not like a tree. It's not a tree, so we're gonna go there. That's our new plan. And then when daytime comes, we'll find a way back to the coast. But let's go there and pray that there is a well of some sort. Hell, maybe even going there will help me sort of recognize where I actually am. Because I actually have spent quite a bit of time over in this area, but not at night. The last time I was here at night, as I told you guys in the first episode, which, by the way, I'll have a link to that in the description below, as well as an annotation up on the screen if you guys want to click it. If you haven't seen it, and you're watching this one like, man, I need to watch the first one, you can go ahead and do that. It is the thing. It's there. What the hell? Oh my god. At this point, I really just feel like I'm genuinely into debug, you know? You know what I'm saying? Let's actually stop here. We're gonna kill the head torch. We're gonna really hope that some random person... Oh, I just attached the battery, but you know what? That works too. Now, let's go ahead and cut open... How do we do this? How do we do this? We need to cut open some cans of food. We are starving to death, and we need to utilize the most inefficient way to possibly open a can of food, which is to, of course, hack at it with an axe. Oh, yeah, I just spilled it everywhere. You know what? That's just what's going to happen. Is that the open one? That's the open one. Let's eat those sardines. Num, 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 num. Let's make our hunger go away, and we can concern ourselves with water a little bit later. We'll take some vitamins. Let's just eat this whole can of yummy, delicious sardines. You know, sardines aren't bad with pretzels. I strongly advise that if you have never tried sardines, to actually give them a whirl. It's just salt, to be honest. Just a lot of salt. Alright, so that takes care of that. Let's consume some vitamins. Oh, those are ruined. My wonderful designer sunglasses. I wonder if these bandages got damaged. Because these were pristine. Okay, no, there's the pristine one. I have some decent ammo. Not a lot, but we definitely have ammo, which is a nice thing. We actually have a regular flashlight, but that is also damaged. And I'm really, really tempted to just get rid of it, to be honest. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let's just make up our mind and get rid of the thing. A little bit of inventory organization. Keeps you sane out here. Alright, let's turn this thing back on. Close that. Close the inventory. Oops, wrong button. That would be the lean button. And keep continuing forward. Keep on keeping. Keep on keeping on. You know that tall thing that I said I saw in the distance? I don't see it anymore. I don't see it anymore, and I don't see any idea as to where it may have actually been. Because... Oh, wait. There it is. Is that a chimney? Okay, it's time to kill the lights. That's what it's time to do, guys. Alright, so we have found a small town on the outskirts of... I don't know where the hell. I have to admit, this wasn't the plan, guys. This is, I don't know what town this is, but it looks kind of populated. Is that a light there, too? There's no street lights, are there? I really don't know. Let's just go in and find out. We're completely blind. And you know what? You know what? We're going in with the head torch. This is stupid, but to be honest, I'm kind of on a suicide mission anyways. And we keep detaching the battery. Not good. Okay, there we go. So at this point, I'd rather be able to see, and, you know, whatever. We'll pull out the axe, and we'll get ready to hack some zombies to death. And we really need to find water. So I don't know what town this is. If this is the town and the airfield is out that way, I, like, cut way across. Like, way across. Because this was not my plan when I started this video. Not at all. It was not to get lost in the dark. It was to play the game in the dark, find my way somewhere back to the town most likely, loot the town, and go from there. So, yeah, you know, things didn't go well. I think this may be the town. I'm completely shocked. I genuinely think it is. So, yeah, we made it there one way or another. Now we just need to watch out for zombies and clipping of my left shoulder into my face. Alright, here's the plan. The head torch is wonderful, but you know what it sucks for? Looting buildings while crouched. So we're gonna not crouch. Let's see if there's anything here. We're gonna do the blind man's loot search. Just tab open the inventory and strafe. Strafe. That's what you do. Okay, nothing here. Into the next room. I apologize for anyone who is claustrophobic or hates confined spaces, because that has to be exactly what this flashlight is simulating at this point in time. I really hope they add, you know, like I know they're going to, but I don't know if they're going to add the sort of lighting technology that Arma 3 has now had integrated, where the flashlight actually dissipates properly. I know that was a technology that Dyslexia actually showcased back in the days of Arma 2, because Arma 2 had a huge problem where the lights would just be, you know, this really solid focal point, and that's basically what we see here. I mean, it seems a little better than Arma 2's, but it's still pretty horrendous in my opinion. It doesn't give off like realistic lighting. You know, when you point a flashlight into a room, yes, I understand it does make a pretty finite, you know, light source, but at the same time, you know, it will reflect off things. It will create these, you know, this sense of actual light inside of the room. And I guess the flashlight kind of does that. Look at that. Look at that dirty, dirty Zed. Oh, he sees us. All right, guys, you ready? Killing Zeds in the dark. Look at that. That was a slick one shot there. Okay, he's down. There's gonna be plenty more here. This isn't the town that I thought it was. This isn't the same town, guys. This is a completely different town. But you know what? That's okay as well. Things are going okay. I've actually been here before, believe it or not, in the dark, right when DayZ Alpha launched, when the Standalone launched, actually. And there's nothing in those apartments. It's a complete waste of time to search them, so we're not going to do that. But there is, however, lots of street lights, so that's cool. Wait, is that actually on? Hold on a second. I'm freaking out right now. Oh, would you look at that? Is that... What? I don't think the streetlight's on. I think it's bugged if it is. I kind of feel like that's a weird reflection, sort of artifact or whatever you want to call it going on. Same thing with this one. It's as if they're supposed to be, like, lit, but they're not. That's super creepy. Alright, head torch back on. And away we go. Now, like I said, there is a market around here, somewhere. And that is where we need to get to. So let's just take a glance over that way. Like I said, I really don't want to bother going in there. Nor do I want to go to the roof of that place, because the only thing that happens to me when I climb roofs of buildings is that I fall off and die. Let's just check the road right down here quickly. Okay. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's the beret issue again. Oh, zombie. I really didn't want to actually spook another one. Ow. No, we're bleeding. This is not good. Quickly, quickly. Oh, why don't we have this open? Why isn't this open? Open the hunting pack. Bandage. Bandage. Okay. We're doing all right. We have medicine, and I've already been sick once, and I've healed it. Everything will be okay. We're not going to concern ourselves with taking any sort of vitamins right now. We need to just simply find water. So apart from looking for the marketplace, the small market, let's actually look for supermarket. Let's look for a well as well. Wow, that was a really terrible sentence that I've just crafted there. Okay, let's move forward. So what is that? Nothing. Oh, dude, it's an army zombie. Is that an army zombie? I think it is. Okay, we're gonna sneak up on him. I'm really stoked to kill it. Is he really? It is. Oh, I wonder if he's gonna drop. I wonder how hard he's gonna be to kill. All right, you guys ready for this? This is a first. Oh, he still got one-shotted. Does he have loot? Because that would be insane. No, he doesn't. Oh, he disappeared already. I wanted to look at him. I thought they were only in the experimental branch, which I'm not playing in because there's only 4 servers and they're always full. That's really, that was crazy. I've never seen one of those. I could have just... There's another one. I could just be blind. They've added quite a few zombies to the most recent patch before the one that they are having tested in experimental right now. Cool, that was a grimy looking zombie, man. Okay, I think the market's over this way. Let's actually check this place. Because they have, sometimes, I find good stuff in these buildings. Is that a roll of pristine duct tape? Oh. Yeah, it's worn duct tape. I'm not quite sure we can do anything with that just yet. One of the big thing is, as they add things to the alpha, you know, me personally, as I don't get to play the game that often, I never really get to find a lot of the new things. Like, I know there's, you know, spray paint, and you can spray paint your guns now, and this, and there's, you know, the face masks, and I haven't found any of that, because I just don't get to spend enough time with one character, and if I do, they usually die. Because you just, like, to find stuff like that, I feel like you have to sit down and really just play the game for, you know, a solid, like, you know, 4 or 5 hours one day, and then, yeah, you'll be able to trek across a decent amount of the, of Chernarus and find that kind of stuff. Which, of course, is fine, you know, it's just, it's not something that I get to do too often, as much as I would like to. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. One man down. We're gonna sneak in and take the kill on the other one. No, don't turn around. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, we are sick, we are hungry, and we are thirsty, but we're doing just great. We could be worse. We could be bleeding, we could be dead, we could be out of bandages. The worst part is we still have no idea where we are. I don't know anyways. Completely lost. So here's what we're gonna do. These are all industrial buildings, right? Let's find a sign. Let's actually figure out the name of the place we're at. Are those gas prices? There's a comma. If anyone is watching this and you have been to the Czech Republic, please let me know what that means in USD, United States dollar, the US dollar. I'd be very interested to actually know those prices. $19.99 to $24.99 to $31.59. I don't know what gas prices are like in the Czech Republic. In Russia in general would be really interesting to actually know that. I don't know why, but I've just become intrigued. Okay. So more industrial. I still don't see a sign is what I really wanted to find, though, wasn't it? That's what I said. So where is it? Let's say we climb this ye old tower here. And see if it gives us a decent line of sight. At the same time, it could just kill us, but hey, it's a risk worth taking. To get a vantage point, you know, in my opinion, that's well worth the risk. It's not like I'm coming up here to try and snipe at people, because that would just be idiotic. Wait a second here. That's not the coast, is it? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. No. No, it's not. There's no way that I am an Electro. Man, we're really lost.